What's up? It's your girl, Space Signals. And George. Trying to do anything with the little puppy. Hey guys. Okay, we're going on a room tour today. Buckle up. Get in your spaceships. We are blasting off into the heat behind the scenes of our wonderful space signal paintings. Get ready! I've been a painter for 2 years. Prior to that, I was actually quite hopeless at painting. I would mainly go for pencil work. I thought it was a lot easier to control. When I was younger, I would primarily do grey lead pencils, and I got obsessed with like shading and using every single grey lead that existed on the spectrum. But now, as I've gotten older and the world is more colorful and vibrant again, because life's good, man, we have delved into using colors, which has been just a whole new world of excitement. So, this is the biggest project I've done to date in my art world. So, this is more like a debut rather than a wow, I'm an established artist. So you guys, it's really cool. You're here early. We're jumping on the. What do you want to say? Hey, Georgie, what's up, baby? Yes. We're jumping into a whole new territory together, which is fascinating. And what do I want to do? I want to show you guys a little bit more detail around what's going on and then give you a bit of a room tour. This is the artist desk. There is nothing quite like it. This is the zone that I don't have to worry about how tidy it is because there is order to the chaos. It's the little backbone where I can just plonk things and then disappear. Doesn't matter what's going on over here. It's everything I need to grab at hand. That is our little zone. Over here, this is to cover the very bland walls, as you can see. It is my wedding veil. Very pretty. I thought I'd hang it up. And then behind it is some, I don't know what that is. It's like a chiffon. I was going to make a cape out of it, but. And over here, there's not much going on at the moment. I've got some affirmations, as a girl does. Some, ooh, candles. Ooh, crystals. Ooh, S. And this little ball I got from New Zealand. It's pretty cool. There's me and AP looking very cute. And then over here is our little special tincture box. In it, I have George's teeth and George's hair and then some incense or something. And then we've got. Every girl's got to own some feathers, right? That one I think was from an owl, so that's pretty cool. Down here, down here, down here. Here we go. There's our little elf girl. That, not gonna lie, I printed that from AI onto like a little canvas thing. Needs some space. It's kind of on theme. It's my tiara. Here we go. Here's some paint. There's some more paint. The great reveal. I'm not gonna lie, I got all these paints off Amazon. And the reason being is because they came pre-colored, and that's amazing for a few reasons. Firstly, you can get the colors you want. Like, imagine trying to mix paint and get that color, especially the metallic. Insane in the membrane. So that is why we bought we bought pre-made colored paints just to lessen the barrier to entry because art is hard enough to get there as it is. So that was one reason. Also, I didn't even know if I was going to be into painting. So I was like, let's go on Amazon and just like test the waters out, see how we go. And here we are. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paintings deep, guys. Okay, so here's that whole situation from a distance. It's pretty cool. And then over there, I got my little altar. And then this zone, got my, you know. And then down here, I don't know. I don't really use that. It's just more paint and some art hanging around. It's great. I love just being able to just spew stuff all over the place. Here's our spare canvases hiding over here. That is a little easel, but it's too small to use on these enormous pieces of canvas. This is our little desk. I love how I just have random like art hanging around everywhere. I did not tidy before I did this video. This is very impromptu. Side. Oh, glorious. Look at that sky. Absolutely stunning. Then over here, I don't know what the heck. That is like George's training plan. George. And then we got my keep. What the heck? I don't know, man. This is the beauty of having your own space. You can just, you know. There we go. Keyboard. That's something I need to send to my friend. What's up? Hey, guys. And then I got my studio lights. So this is where the magic happens. Yeah, boy. What can you hear? Bye. All right, here's the stuff you've been waiting for. Some detail shots. So this is kind of what's going on in the painting that doesn't really show up on the stream. So all the really little like random lines, I got to go over. They take quite a while. So there's a bit of detail there. Not gonna lie, the red is not super tidy at the moment. But as I said, this painting is not complete. So pending. I do really like the greens in this one though. Actually, this is my favorite background. I think that's why I like this one so much. Just because the greens in the background are absolutely, oh, yum. I want to eat that. And then moving on to the one that started it all. That's cool. You can see where I've gone over the lines with the white marker versus not. Because I've done these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of that. But I haven't done this side. And you can actually sort of see the difference. Also, this one's not complete either. Not complete yet. Pending. But here's a little bit more detail in this one. I probably spent the longest on the background on this one. Hey, Bubby. Okay, there's some close-up details. Oh, Baba. Here's that guy. The 8s. It actually kind of looks a bit weird right now. Not finished, not finished. But some detail shots. Ooh, hello. Detail. Sorry, George is just trying to, like, make out with me. Bro, what is up? Sit your booty. Ah! This one. Oh my. Every time, oh, the color combination just gets me on a spiritual level. It reminds me of a big fruit bowl. Like even the artificial fruit grape flavor and then lime and the blueberry. I don't know. I just want to eat the colors on this painting. Here's my emo little snail. It's a snail. It's honestly the shell was, I don't know, I really didn't know how to draw the shell for that. And then we went super abstract for the eyes. Don't ask me why, it's just kind of what was popping into my head. So that's one of his eyes. And then that's the other one of his eyes, of course. And then this is a little mask of sorts. Let's not elaborate on that one. Typically, there's about 5 to 8 different colors in the background. And we don't really know what color it's going to dry as. So that's the interesting part. Also, how the colors are going to mix and integrate is always a bit of a surprise. As you can see, there's still some sketches on there that I'm yet to erase. Just a part of the process there. All right, moving on to the next painting. Yo, this one's got really intense colors. Whoa. Okay. This is Formless. So this is before Signal 1 to 9. Go. That's a draft. I don't know if I like it though, because it needs to have a 0 somewhere existing in it, but I'm kind of leaning towards it being in the middle there. Here's a bit more details of this one. This one's probably got the most unusual color palette going on. Zoom out a bit. Wow! Very strange. Okay, coming up close. I did get a bit experimental with the little zigzags, but I kind of really enjoy them. I wanted to try and incorporate them into the other paintings, but we're not quite sure yet how they might fit. Maybe it will just be a little tinker here and there, sort of like this little moment over there. Anyway, it's kind of got more colors than you can see when it's from a distance. So that's interesting. Yeah, the orange turned out way more vibrant than I thought because it actually has some fluorescent orange in it, which was a choice. And yeah, it's not beating the SpongeBob allegations as of yet, but hey, it's a work in progress. So go back a little bit. So that's sort of a bit more detail, up close details of those ones. Ah, I love the color difference of those two. Goes 2, 3, 4, and then the pink. And then, yeah, so that's those paintings. I'm at peace with the process of how long this art has taken and the way it's unraveling. I've been living at this place for 4 years, and it took me 2 years to even create this space and set it up, which is actually unfathomable. But seriously, like, all the little things I had to align in life just to get to this moment where I could have this space where I had like enough equipment, a camera, the painting facilities just ready to go and to turn on when I had received signals and I needed to translate them straight away. Hello. So many little things had to align, and it took quite a lot of years of mentally manifesting this reality for it to even begin to come into fruition. Hi. I know, we're gonna go to the forest soon. We're just waiting for Aaron to get home. And he's home. Okay, we're back. In conclusion, we are a budding artist. You guys are here for the journey. These are the beginning pieces of something great, something enormous, something magical. And I'm so grateful to have you guys here for the experience. So if that sounds cool, come follow, come subscribe. We're going to be doing some painting on stream and deepening our understanding of what it means to be connected to the astral realm through art. And then along the way, learning about who we are as individuals and as a species. So if that sounds cool, please come along. Otherwise, till then, I'll see you next time. Sorry, I went for a little walk, and it's actually been like 3 hours, but we're back, whatever. Costume change, lighting change. Anyway, peace out.